Back in the day in college, I was a double major in the School of Communications, journalism, and in the business department, marketing and advertising. And of course, in the business department, you had to take all those mundane, kind of boring classes, accounting, finance. But one of the most interesting things I came across was probability and statistics, because it's something that I applied many of the theories to gambling over the years. And one of the most interesting theories that I think has always held true is this: you accept the unexpected and you anticipate a return to normalcy. And I want to apply that in an analysis to last night's Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Now, here yesterday on the video report, I told you that I had a hunch that the Warriors were going to be the play after telling you that I had a hunch on the Warriors in game number 1. But as I explained yesterday in the video report, it really didn't matter to me because I had a 15-time best bet on the Warriors in the series, and I had already stolen home court advantage, so to me it was a moot point. I had made my money already the night prior, a 15-time best bet with the Celtics, and I had a major release, which I'll talk about in just a moment, in baseball last night. That's where my bread was being buttered. So the Rockets, magnificent game. Everybody's saying what a great game the Rockets had last night, that they unleashed that small lineup and they just annihilated the Warriors. Okay, but let's review the box score here for just a second. Kevin Durant last night had a great game for the Warriors, just like he did in game number 1. 38 points. The rest of the Warriors starting lineup, 35 points. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson last night, they combined for 24 points. During the regular season, those two guys combined to average 46 points a game, 22 points under their average. PJ Tucker, everybody's talking about this guy like he was the next second coming of God knows what last night, because they put him in the starting lineup and he had a great game. And let's not deny the fact, he had a great game. 8 for 9 from the field, 22 points. But, guys, he averaged 6.1 points a game during the regular season. He's not a 22-point-a-game scorer. Again, you accept the unexpected. You anticipate a return to normalcy. And how do we apply that? PJ Tucker is not going to have that many games where he is going to score 16 points over his normal scoring average. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are not going to generally combine for 22 points under their typical per-game scoring average. The rest of the starting 5 of the Warriors are not going to generally combine for a pitiful 35 points when Kevin Durant is going for 38. It's just not the way a law of averages works out. So we'll talk more about game number 3 in that series, which returns to the Oracle Arena when that series resumes over the weekend. But today, it's all about baseball. Now, as I said yesterday, I had a rare 20-time raise the bar release. Only my second in baseball since the 2016 season. I went with a guy who has made me consistent money since he got acquired by the Houston Astros late last year for their playoff push. And Justin Verlander delivered once more as he dominated a team that he dominated twice last year in their drive to the World Series, the LA Angels. He did it again last night, a 2-0 shutout. You got that play for over half price off. You know, guys, I'm a firm believer that when you're on a roll, you keep pushing. I just don't believe in walking away from the table when you're on a roll. So today, as I go for winning day number 5 out of 6, I'm doing it again. Another 20-dime play. It goes on the early nighttime card, a game in the 7 o'clock hour. This time, another 20-dime play, just as strong as last night's. Only my 3rd since the 2016 season in baseball. This time, it's an underdog play. And just like yesterday, you get it for over half price off. Again, by using coupon code RAISE, R-A-I-S-E, and all the other discounts and coupons are over on the homepage. Let's talk about the complimentary play here. I'm going to go with the Texas Rangers. It's a weak card, other than my best bet, but I'm going to go with the Rangers minus $1.30 at the Chicago White Sox, going with Cole Hamels. Listen, the Rangers are only 2-7 in his starts this season, but he has pitched much better on the road than he has at home. In fact, he won at Houston in his last start with 6 innings of 1-hit shutout ball. He has a 2.54 earned run average in 5 road starts compared to a 4.63 earned run average and 0-3 record pitching in Arlington this season. In 4 career games against the White Sox, he's 2-0 with a 2.86 earned run average. The White Sox, who just lost a brief 2-game series at Pittsburgh, going with James Shields, they have lost each of his last 5 starts. In his last one at Wrigley Field against the Cubbies, he gave up 5 runs and 7 hits in 6 innings and walked 3 as well. He's got a 5.44 earned run average on the season. You know, I look at his line score for the year: 48 innings, 44 hits allowed. But the most significant numbers, he's no longer the power pitcher he was 3-4 years ago. 22 walks, 28 strikeouts in those 48 innings. Rangers snapped a 3-game skid with a 5-1 win at Seattle yesterday. Meanwhile, the White Sox, they went 1-4 on the road trip at Wrigley Field and PNC Park in Pittsburgh. They've lost 13 of their last 15 overall. They've lost 5 straight at home. Hell, they're only 3-15 at home overall this season, so why not lay the $1.30 and go with Hamels and the Rangers in this one? And that's your complimentary play. Wish you well. Let's make some money in baseball. Talk to you again tomorrow when we do this again.